What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now in this video we have some extremely exciting news about Metroid Prime 4 development and Retro Studios. In fact, this is the most excited I've been for an update like this in quite a while, and it is legit exciting. And before we get into that though, I want to definitely thank you guys so much for subscribing to the main channel here, Super Metal Dave 64. We're about to hit 28,000 subscribers, and in the month of May, it was the third biggest month in terms of views in the history of this channel, just under 500,000 views for the month of May. So thank you very much for all your support, and definitely hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy Metroid content and tech content as well. We've been doing a lot of really cool videos on this channel about that stuff, and Metroid Prime 4 of course. And if you do enjoy this content, definitely go and subscribe to my live channel. It's doing above and beyond what I expected to do so far. It's doing really well, and I'm running a continued giveaway on that live channel. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away 2 $50 Amazon gift cards to one of you guys who are subscribed to that live channel as well. And we just had our first giveaway on that live channel just a week ago or so to the first $50 Amazon gift card winner when we hit 500 subs. Now we're moving on to the next one, so definitely subscribe to that live channel. High quality content, and we're going for 100% completion of Super Metroid this weekend, so you definitely want to check that out if you're a Metroid fan. And if you enjoy very high quality full playthroughs of games like that, definitely check that out. Now, getting into Metroid Prime 4, and the reason why I'm so excited about this information is because now we have, without a shadow of a doubt, proof that Retro Studios is in fact working with cutting edge technology and most likely hardware itself for Metroid Prime 4, and of course their new games coming up in the future. This is great information in terms of what Retro Studios is currently using and developing for with Nintendo and their hardware and the software. So what has happened, you ask, has got me so excited about what Retro Studios is working on with Metroid Prime 4 and future game development? They just posted a few weeks ago that I noticed brand new position for visual effects. And the reason why this particular position is so substantial and telling is because of what they are requiring for this position. And the best way for me to explain what this is for me to show you. So just for a couple minutes, please take a look at this demonstration, and then we'll discuss exactly what this is and what this means for Metroid Prime 4 and for Retro Studios.
What's up everybody? Do you want to see something completely insane? This is something that I stumbled across while getting ready to release my own SDK for Unreal Engine 4. This is a real-time fluid simulation plugin for Unreal Engine 4 that doesn't just do water. Oh no, it also does simulation of volumetric gases and any combination of different types of gases, different types of water, meaning you can actually use this to simulate weather patterns on an entire planet. No, I know, it gets crazier. So, in addition to being able to simulate all of these different cloud patterns, one thing it does really well is real-time fluid simulation, but fluid with different elements involved. So for instance, here is a running river, but not just a running river of pure water. This is a stream of mud and water, which actually ever so slightly changes how the water interacts with objects that are pushed through it. If you turn this up, you actually get snow. You literally have snow that you can play around with and reacts as snow would react, or adjust things a little bit more and you can have lava, or really any other fluidic state that you can think of. However, where this plugin really shines is with the volumetric gas simulation. Obviously, you can do large-scale simulations like on the planet I showed before, but you can also do really complex small-scale simulations. For instance, like a literal tornado. Not only just a tornado, but a tornado interacting with all of these different lights and all of these different elements to create some of the most mind-blowing real-time physics visualizations that I think I've ever seen in Unreal Engine 4. But this is crazy advanced stuff. These kinds of things have only been available for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars through other tools that didn't run in Unreal Engine 4 in real time. So I don't know, man. I feel like this could be a real shattering development when it comes to particle simulation in video games.
So there you have it, guys. Retro Studios is in fact hiring for Fluid Ninja using Unreal Engine and or Unity. This is huge because this is next generation, brand new. Testing and development for this software just basically started within the last year and back in 2021, and Retro Studios is requiring real-time experience in visual effects editing software such as Fluid Ninja, like we said, and Unreal Engine. And it's well known with developers that Fluid Ninja is basically being run in Unreal Engine 4 and Unreal Engine 5. It's being tested currently, and it's being used in game development for highly realistic looking water effects and volumetric effects like fog and smoke and fire and lava and snow and all those things like that make interaction with the environment look extremely real. And if you can think of one game that could benefit from next generation visual effects such as this in Unreal Engine or Unity, but it looks like Unreal Engine would be actually the preferred editor to use Fluid Ninja in. So does this confirm that Retro Studios is using some type of variant or customized variant of Unreal Engine for Metroid Prime 4? I haven't seen other examples of it online. Again, I'm not a developer myself. However, from what the demonstrations show, this next generation physics API is being used with Unreal Engine mainly, and it's extremely impressive. And games like Metroid Prime Trilogy and Metroid Prime 4, for example, that use this type of effect are going to look absolutely amazing, not only to look at as far as the visual quality is concerned, but also the interaction that these effects can produce for the gameplay aspect of Metroid Prime 4 or any other Retro Studios game that they are working on in the future. Fluid Ninja creates all kinds of interaction possibilities with mud and water that we never even thought possible with this level of detail. And this is exactly how far this effect can go for Retro Studios. Now, before we talked about how Retro Studios was hiring for physically based rendering artists in the past, and they were doing that all the way back in 2019 when they started working on Metroid Prime 4. Now they're taking it a step further. All these modern API software based programs that AAA developers are using for next generation games, they've adopted all of them, and now they're using the latest and greatest cutting edge with Fluid Ninja. This is not something that has been used really on any games that we've even seen, even on PlayStation 5 or current generation games from PC even that use Fluid Ninja in them. So we could be seeing something when Metroid Prime 4 is finally released, for example, as a cross-gen game on Nintendo's next-gen console. Obviously on the current Nintendo Switch, they could adapt something that may look similar but not quite as good or not work quite as good and still be very impressive and get it running on the console. However, I do think this is for a cutting-edge next-generation system that Retro Studios is working on with Nintendo. This would be a great example of something that is forward-thinking, not just visually, but also for Nintendo's next-gen machine, something that would be impressive and also gameplay beneficial for the end user with a game like Metroid Prime 4. Like say you're pushing objects in the water or the mud and everything moves realistically in the environment with the objects, or you're moving through the environment in the water and the mud gets stuck on Samus's suit and it drips off or it moves realistically with the legs of Samus. That kind of environment is extremely immersive. Phendrana drifts, for example, with the snow. What better technology could they use than something like Fluid Ninja here? That's what they're showing, and how the snow interacts and everything with the actual environment that you're in. This could be something that's game changing actually, and it would be a good example of what Furukawa has been talking about for the last couple of years of Nintendo working with cutting edge technology that actually enhances the gaming experience and makes it more fun. And immersion like this would definitely make a game like Metroid Prime 4 more fun. Definitely for me, I would be extremely excited basically in an environment like that where you, the player, have a direct effect on the environment. And if you recall in Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 even, there was always some type of environmental gameplay aspect that affected Samus, whether it was being frozen by ice with some of the creatures in Fringana Drifts, or even using your plasma beam. If you fire, you could melt the ice basically, but the ice would kind of just break, you know, it wouldn't actually melt in front of you. And something like this could actually simulate melting ice really well with Fluid Ninja. This just gets me extremely excited to see exactly what they have working on for that game. And on top of that, Retro Studios is going on a hiring spree right now in the company. They're hiring for 8 different contract positions for various different things within the company. And these are all temporary contract positions. And usually when that happens, that means they are pushing towards finishing a certain project. Whether this is for Metroid Prime Trilogy or for Metroid Prime 4, either way, they're currently pushing very strong for something to be completed in a shorter amount of time if they're hiring for 8 different contract positions. And also, proof of this is included in one of those positions is for a product tester of one of these games they're working on. And the only confirmed game we know, of course, is Metroid Prime 4. So either they're working on a brand new demo for Metroid Prime 4, or they're working on a demo for Metroid Prime Trilogy. Again, we don't know 100% for sure, but there definitely are being tested right now, a demo within Retro Studios, and I think it could be for Metroid Prime 4, honestly. I think Metroid Prime Trilogy may in fact be completed already and sitting there ready to be released, and it's a timing issue and business move by Nintendo at that point. I think this is for Metroid Prime 4. And we know that Nintendo doesn't focus on power and specs and things like that, but gameplay immersion is what Retro Studios really focuses on, and they do actually push technology quite a bit. So even though Nintendo themselves doesn't push that, we know Retro Studios does, and the proof is right here in exactly what they are hiring for. It is right there for you to see, 100% real stuff. So it's a lot to be excited for, and I do think we're heading towards something very soon with Retro Studios. They're hiring really fast, and they're working with technology that is extremely impressive, and they're heading toward this big goal. And they even started promoting Metroid Prime 4 in 2022 already. I think back in January of this year or February, they started promoting it on their Twitter page. So I do think quite possibly by the end of 2022 we may have our trailer and demonstration of Metroid Prime 4 for us to see finally. And I can't wait to actually see it and have my reaction to that, because that's going to be something we're going to have a lot to talk about as well. When we finally do see this game in action, we're going to be having a lot to discuss as far as where they're going with certain things with what they show in that game. And wow, I just know it's going to be something amazing to see. I have a really good vibe about this game, guys. I just really do with what I'm seeing from Retro Studios here for the future of Metroid Prime 4. This is just extremely exciting stuff. Hot. Alright guys, if you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more. I'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Have a great day.